When you think of grilling, most people tend to lean more towards heartier meats, like beef and pork. However, fish is a delish protein to add to your summer recipe roster. Buckle up for the ultimate guide to grilling fish. There are a lot of fish in the sea, and rivers, and lakes, but not all of them are suited for grilling. Some fish can be a bit too delicate, fall apart, and stick to the grill. But if you pick the right kind, it's actually easier than you think. Some of our favorites are salmon and swordfish. Other great options are whole fish, like trout, red snapper, or branzino. Let's talk about skin, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Okay, sorry, I'm ready. Skin off or on is totally your personal preference. It won't change the outcome of the fish. A lot of people actually really love eating the skin, myself included. And when done right, it can be crispy and delicious. Obviously, if you're going the whole fish route, you need to keep the skin on. The skin protects the flesh of the fish from being torn apart by the grill. Here are 3 different methods for cooking and preparing fish. First up, we're gonna grill marinated swordfish over lemon slices. We're going with swordfish because it's a super sustainable, flavorful fillet that holds up against the grill. It's almost like the steak of the sea. You can play around with endless flavor combinations to create your ideal marinade. We're doing an easy herbed citrus marinade. You'll need olive oil, lemon juice, lemon zest, oregano, salt, and pepper. Just add everything together in a large baking dish and whisk to combine. Next, add your fish for 30 minutes to an hour. You don't want to go longer than that, or the acid from the lemon will start to break down the fish and it'll get mushy. Let's talk citrus. Today, we're using lemon slices, but you could also use limes, oranges, or even grapefruit, depending on what flavor profile you're going for. Make sure to cut your lemon slices into fairly thick pieces so that they don't disintegrate over the grill. When you're ready to start, preheat your grill to 350. Place the lemon slices side by side, making sure it's bigger than the fillet of fish you're using. Then, place the fish on top of the lemon slices and close the grill for 8 minutes. Best part, you don't even need to flip it. It'll go from being pink and kind of translucent to being firm and opaque, just like this. If you're new to grilling fish, this is a great way to impart flavor while preventing your fish from sticking to the grill. And don't waste those grilled lemons. They're perfect for squeezing over fish for even more brightness and flavor. For our next method, we're doing something a little more unique and using a cedar plank. A cedar plank is a great way to impart a smoky flavor into the fish, again, without dealing with the possibility of the fish sticking to the grill. We're really trying to make it easy on you guys, and ourselves. Cedar planks and salmon are a classic combo that go hand in hand. The fat from the salmon is great for absorbing the flavor of the wood. In the summer, most grocery stores carry cedar planks in the seafood section, but you can also find them online. Take your cedar planks and submerge them in water for at least an hour before grilling. You could even do this the day before. Soaking the wood is going to prevent it from catching fire on the grill. Pretty crucial. Before we get grilling, let's talk rubs. You can really go anywhere with your spice combinations. For our rub, we're going to use whole grain mustard, brown sugar, orange zest, salt, pepper, coriander, and cumin. Combine all the ingredients in a bowl and just whisk until smooth. It's as easy as that. If you choose to keep the skin on like we're doing, you only need to worry about covering the top and the sides with the rub. Generously cover the salmon with the rub. It's totally okay if it's a little uneven, as long as it's covered. This doesn't need to marinate, you can get right to grilling. When you're ready to go, place the soaked cedar planks over indirect heat and place the salmon on top. Close the lid and cook for 15 to 17 minutes. The beauty of cedar planks means no flipping or sticking. When you're done, the salmon should be pink in the center and easily flake apart, and the mustard rub should turn into this kind of crust on top. It's so good. When you take a bite of this cedar plank salmon, it'll be hard to go back. This is a whole new level of flavor that's so easy to achieve. Our final method is stuffing and grilling a whole fish. Okay, this is gonna seem intimidating, but it's actually one of the easiest and most forgiving methods. It's guaranteed to be a centerpiece showstopper. When buying a whole fish, make sure to ask your fishmonger to clean and gut the fish. It's not super fun to do yourself, but by all means, be my guest. You're probably thinking, what about the bones? Don't worry, we'll remove them later. You can essentially stuff the cavity with anything you'd like. We're seasoning our fish with salt and pepper. Next, stuff it with lemon slices, scallions, ginger, and cilantro. Then finish it off by coating it with oil on both sides. We're seasoning the fish from inside out, so it's really crucial that you season every bit of it with salt and pepper. The measurements for the stuffing don't need to be exact. Take a handful of each and stuff them gently inside the cavity. Once your fish is full of flavor, it's time to tie it up. Things are about to get wild. Take 2 pieces of cooking twine per trout and slip them under the body, tying it around the belly of the fish and making a bow or knot on top. Sure, you could do some fancy chef tie, but it's really not necessary. Make your life easier and just do a bow. The most important thing here is that the fillings stay inside. Lastly, generously coat each fish with olive oil on both sides. Again, with this method, you can skip marinating and get right to grilling. This time, take a paper towel and dip it into a bowl of oil and thoroughly rub down the grates of the grill. This, in tandem with the oil on the fish, is going to make sure there's limited sticking, if any. Place the fish over indirect heat and close the grill for 6 minutes. Now it's time for the hardest part. Dun dun dun! When it's time to flip, take a deep breath. If it sticks, just take your tongs and gently wiggle the fish until it releases from the grill. Once you've successfully flipped your fish, close the grill and continue cooking for another 6 minutes. A whole fish is all about presentation. Before you present it, cut and remove each piece of twine. Remember how I told you we're going to take out the bones? Now's the time. On a cutting board, or hey, even on your plate, remove all the stuffings from the fish and gently split the fish open. You'll notice the bones begin to separate from the meat. Run your fingers under the bones and along the spine. Then take the tail and pull it straight up. This will remove the bones and head in one fell swoop. It's really that easy. The secret to grilling great fish is finding a method to prevent sticking without overcooking it. It doesn't need to be scary or messy. You can play around with different flavor combinations and our proven grilling techniques to get the perfect fish every time. So there you have it. Whatever method you choose, I hope you expand your fishy horizons and give one of these a try. And it's so good. There's no reason not to do it. Go fish or go home. Bam! I'm out.